All right, so you guys sent us a pretty interesting source this time.
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's Blueprint to Cut video on YouTube.
Yeah, classic.
A classic. So we're going to do a deep dive on that today. And basically, I think the mission here is, for anyone listening, is to help you understand some effective strategies for training and kind of getting in the right mindset to reach your fitness goals.
And what's great about this specific video with Arnold is that it's not just theory, right?
Yeah.
This is stuff that he's actually done.
Yeah, he's tried and true.
Yeah.
Exactly. This is his playbook.
Yeah, this is the playbook.
So yeah, let's just jump right in.
All right, let's do it.
So when Arnold went into the gym,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, was it just like instant intensity, like right off the bat, or was there some kind of gradual ramp up?
You know what's interesting is that it seems like the intensity is just driven by the fact that he has such a clear vision for what he wants to accomplish.
Right.
You know, he's talking about being excited and wanting to win and you know, be the best. So it sounds like it's just like as soon as he gets in the gym, it's go time. Yeah. Pedal to the metal.
Pedal to the metal.
And even, I mean, some of his warm-ups,
Yeah.
those are like main workouts for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like 500 Roman chair sit-ups.
Just to get started?
Just to get started.
Yeah, as a warm-up.
That's insane. I think it just underscores the sheer volume and intensity that he's talking about.
Yeah.
And also he talks about how, you know, they would go straight into heavy lifting after that.
Wow.
So it's not even like, okay, let me do a light set first. No, it's like, no, let's just keep pushing it
Yeah.
to the max.
And another thing that he brings up a lot is the training partner,
Yes.
which I think is such a key element of this.
I think so too.
It's not just having someone there to spot you.
Right.
It's like really about that accountability and that motivation.
Yeah, it's like having that person that's going to push you when you don't want to be pushed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And not let you slack off.
Yeah. And he name drops some pretty legendary training partners.
Oh, yeah. Some of the best.
Frank Sang, Dave Draper, Sergio Oliva.
Yeah, I mean, all just amazing physiques.
Incredible physiques, but I mean, it really does sound like they were all constantly challenging each other.
Yeah, and I think that's such a valuable environment to be in because, you know, you're surrounded by people that are also ambitious and driven.
Yeah.
And so it kind of raises everyone's game up.
Yeah, you can't really replicate that when you're by yourself.
No, it's very difficult.
So when it came to pushing those limits within a workout,
Yeah.
one thing that Arnold was huge on was supersets.
Yes.
So for anyone who's not really familiar with that concept, could you break it down a little bit?
Yeah, so a superset in this context is basically pairing an exercise for one muscle group with an exercise for the opposing muscle group.
Okay.
So a good example would be like a bench press, which is a chest exercise.
Yeah.
And then going straight into chin-ups, which is a back exercise.
Gotcha.
So you're working opposing muscle groups.
So it's not just about like cutting down on rest time.
Yeah. I mean, it is efficient, but it's more than that. He talks about how it leads to a better pump in the muscle, a heightened response from the muscle,
Okay.
and then ultimately better definition and separation.
Interesting. Okay.
And I think the principle there is that you're allowing one muscle group to recover while you're working the other.
Okay.
So you can get away with training at a higher intensity overall.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
And they didn't stop at supersets.
Oh, no.
I mean, they were constantly kind of looking for ways to shock the muscles.
Always trying to do something different.
Yeah, like what were some of the other techniques they used?
So he talks about, you know, progressing to trisets,
Okay.
then quad sets,
Oh.
and he even talks about doing like 5 exercises in a row.
What? That's crazy.
And a lot of this was inspired by his training partners.
Okay.
Guys like Sergio Oliva,
Yeah.
who was doing like 4 sets of everything.
Okay.
Bill Pearl was known for doing like 6 sets of everything.
Okay.
So he's like constantly taking inspiration from these other guys and figuring out how to push the limits even further.
So it sounds like the main principle here is just like constantly giving the muscle like an extra punch.
Yes.
Like just constantly like keeping it guessing.
Exactly, because the body's very adaptive, right?
Yeah.
So if you keep doing the same thing week after week,
Yeah, you plateau.
you're going to plateau, so you've got to constantly try and figure out how to do something new.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So that raises the question for you.
Yeah.
Are you doing anything new in your training? Are you changing things up?
Are you keeping your muscles guessing? Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, let's talk about volume for a second.
Okay.
So Arnold's approach, especially leading up to competition, just sounds unbelievable by today's standards.
Yeah.
Like 30 to 35 sets per body part.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot.
Like that's just unheard of.
Yeah.
I mean, it really goes against a lot of the modern advice about overtraining.
Right. And he offers an interesting perspective on that, you know, because this was back in a different era, right?
Right, yeah.
Dieting and supplementation wasn't what it is today.
Yeah.
So he felt that being a little bit overtrained actually contributed to his definition.
Okay.
So it was almost like a tool for leaning out.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not just about building mass. It's like actually using that overtraining almost as a way to get that really sharp look.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And he even gives this example of this massive chest workout,
Oh, yeah.
which is like bench press, incline press,
Mm-hmm.
dumbbell, incline press,
A lot.
flies, dips, cable,
Yeah.
crosses, dumbbell pullovers.
I'm tired just listening to you say that.
It's exhausting just reading it.
Yeah.
So it really highlights how much training methodologies have changed.
Yeah, definitely.
Like today, the advice is usually like shorter, more intense sessions, very specific recovery protocols.
Yeah, recovery is key now.
Yeah, it's all about recovery. Whereas back then, it was just like this sheer volume of work.
Yeah, just grind it out.
Just grind it out.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to remember that like what worked for Arnold under those very specific circumstances
Right.
might not be the best or even safe approach for everyone today.
Right.
So it's all about context.
Just context is key.
Okay, let's switch gears a little bit.
Hey.
Let's talk about body weight exercises.
Yeah.
Because this is something that Arnold was a big advocate for.
Absolutely.
Like, even though he was known for lifting these insane weights,
Right.
he still really valued body weight training.
Oh, yeah. He lists out exercises like sit-ups, leg raises, dips, chin-ups as super valuable.
Okay.
And his philosophy was basically like, you know, your strength should be relative to your body weight.
Okay.
So if you weigh 240 pounds,
Yeah.
you should have the strength of a 240-pound person.
That makes sense.
You know what I mean? It's like a basic measure of strength.
Okay.
And he tells this funny anecdote about Franco Columbu,
Yeah.
who was doing chin-ups with added weight.
Yeah, like insane weight.
Yeah, insane weight. And he was just like a beast.
Like that puts things in perspective.
It does, yeah.
And he also makes a really clear distinction between chin-ups and pull-downs,
Yeah.
which he says are more for like the width of the back.
Right, more for the lats.
The lats, yeah. Versus rowing exercises, which are more for the thickness.
The thickness, yeah.
And he specifically mentions like T-bar rowing, one-arm rowing, wide grip barbell rowing.
Great exercises.
Yeah, for building that thickness.
Yeah, yep.
Okay, so now let's get into the mental aspect.
Or the mind-muscle connection.
Yeah, because this is something that Arnold really emphasizes.
Yeah, it's huge.
Like, it's not just about going through the motions.
Yeah.
You really got to have your mind inside the muscle.
Yeah, you got to be present in the moment.
Yeah. So, like, what does that actually look like?
So he gives this great visual of like imagining his lats expanding like a huge curtain during rowing exercises.
Wow.
You know, it's like you have to really focus and feel those muscles working.
Interesting.
And he even talks about like his calf training,
Yeah.
doing donkey calf raises with like multiple people adding weight on top of him.
What?
Yeah. And like really focusing on that feeling of his calves splitting and opening up.
So, like, intense visualization?
Intense visualization. Yeah.
Wow.
And then he would flex and pose between sets,
Okay.
which I think is a great way to kind of enhance that mind-muscle connection even further.
Yeah, it's like getting that feedback, right?
Exactly. You're getting immediate feedback on how the muscles are responding.
So it's not just about posing for show.
Right.
It's actually like an active part of the training process.
Yeah, it's training the muscle.
Yeah,
It's teaching you how to control it.
that's a good point.
And it's building that stamina, too,
Yeah.
because you know those pose downs can be long.
Yeah, you got to be able to hold those poses.
Exactly.
So it's like its own type of training.
Yeah, you got to train for it.
And he also points out, like, if you neglect posing,
Yeah.
you know you're going to struggle when you get on stage.
You're not going to know what to do.
No, yeah, you won't know how to control your physique.
Right.
And you'll probably get tired really quickly.
You'll gas out.
Yeah, exactly. So it's really like its own skill that you need to practice.
Definitely.
And I think it speaks to this really holistic approach that Arnold took to bodybuilding.
Yeah, it's not just about how much you can lift.
It's about every aspect.
It's about every aspect.
Presentation.
The presentation, the posing, the whole package.
So speaking of the power of the mind,
Yeah.
visualization was a huge tool for Arnold.
Oh, yeah. He talks about not just seeing it, but like feeling it.
Yeah.
Like that feeling of his calves splitting.
So it's like a combination of the mental imagery
Yeah.
and then actually like feeling the muscles working.
Yes.
Wow. And he also mentions this shocking principle,
Yes.
which is another key strategy that he used, especially leading up to competition. Yeah.
Which is basically like hitting the muscles with something completely new and unexpected.
To kind of like shock them into growing.
Yeah, to force them to adapt.
Right? So it's like you're always trying to keep your body guessing
Always guessing.
to prevent those plateaus.
Exactly.
Okay, let's talk about rest periods for a second.
Okay.
I think in a lot of gyms today, you see people spending more time on their phones between sets than actually resting.
It's true.
But what was the approach back in Arnold's era?
Minimal rest.
Really?
Yeah, minimal rest. I mean, a lot of that was driven by the intensity of the supersets.
Yeah.
You know, the fact that they were just constantly going, and also the competitive atmosphere. You know, they're all trying to outdo each other.
Yeah.
So he describes it as like this constant flow.
Wow.
You know, just handing the barbell back and forth, barely any pause.
So it sounds grueling.
Drooling, yeah.
And they also use this thing called the cheating method before competitions.
Yeah, which is basically using a little bit of momentum to push past failure.
Okay.
But it also kind of inherently minimizes rest.
Right.
Because you're not really stopping.
You're like keeping that flow going.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then the going down the rack method with dumbbells where you start with the heaviest weight you can handle.
Yeah.
And then you just keep going down to lighter weights.
Yeah.
With no rest.
No rest in between.
That sounds brutal.
Brutal, yeah.
So it sounds like the whole point here is just like prioritizing that constant muscle stimulation.
Yes.
Like keeping that intensity really high.
Yes.
And he even tells this story about like turning down a phone call from Jim Lorimer.
Yeah.
During a workout.
Yeah. Who was a very influential figure in bodybuilding.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I can't talk right now.
Yeah, I'm in the zone.
I'm training.
Training, yeah.
Which I think really illustrates like that level of focus.
Yeah, dedication.
Yeah, you have to be dedicated.
Like nothing else mattered in that moment.
Right.
Just training or nothing.
Exactly.
Okay, let's touch on cardio and conditioning for a minute.
All right.
Because this wasn't always as emphasized in bodybuilding circles back then as it is today.
Right.
So what was Arnold's approach to cardio?
So it sounds like while it wasn't the main focus, it was still definitely part of the routine.
Okay.
He talks about running with Franco on the beach.
Okay.
And incorporating lunges, sometimes just as a way to get to and from the gym.
Okay.
Running in the stand was considered particularly challenging.
Right.
And there was this idea that it could help lengthen the calves.
Oh, interesting.
Which I think was influenced by guys like Reg Park and Steve Reeves.
Okay.
Who had those really impressive calf development.
Yeah, those classic physiques.
Yeah, the classic physiques.
And he also mentions like long sessions of bicycling.
Yes.
It's another form of cardio.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like it was more integrated into their lifestyle.
Yeah.
Rather than like dedicated cardio sessions.
Right.
Like we see today.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think their backgrounds also probably played a role in that.
Definitely.
Like Arnold coming from weightlifting.
Yeah.
Franco from boxing.
Right.
You know, where conditioning is super important.
Yeah, you got to have that gas tank.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get to something that I know a lot of listeners are always interested in.
All right.
Arm training.
Arm training.
So what were some of Arnold's favorite arm supersets?
Okay, so for biceps, his favorite was the barbell curl with the easy curl bar.
Okay.
And he emphasized starting with really strict form and then gradually incorporating controlled cheating as the weight got heavier.
Yeah.
And his best curl was actually 275 pounds for 3 or 4 reps.
On stage.
On stage.
Which is insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, what about triceps?
So for triceps, his go-to was the triceps extension on the cable push-down machine.
Okay.
But he also makes a really interesting point about individual differences.
Okay.
You know, what works for one person might not work for someone else.
Yeah.
He specifically mentions Frank Zane, who preferred one-arm tricep extensions.
Okay.
So it's all about experimenting and finding what works best for you. That's a really good point.
Yeah.
Okay, one exercise that I think might surprise some people is that Arnold included front squats in his contest prep.
Front squats. Yeah.
Which seems kind of counterintuitive.
Yeah, why front squats?
Yeah.
So the reason he did that was because he had really long legs.
Okay.
And when he would do back squats, he would lean forward a lot.
Okay.
Which puts a lot of stress on the lower back.
Right.
So front squats kind of force you to stay more upright.
Okay.
And it really helped him target his outer thighs.
So it's kind of like a strategic choice.
Yes.
To address like a specific weakness.
Yeah, exactly.
And also maybe prevent injury. To his lower back. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And he also mentions using hack squats and leg presses as kind of finishing exercises.
Like finishing exercises.
Along with leg curls and extensions.
All staples?
Yeah, so it sounds like he was really attacking his legs from every angle.
At least 5 exercises per workout for legs. Yeah, minimum.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about diet.
Right.
So I think this is something that a lot of people struggle with.
Yeah, it's definitely the hardest part for most people.
Yeah, it's the hardest part.
Yeah.
And Arnold is very open about how challenging it is to stay on a strict diet.
Oh, yeah.
So what were some of the key things that helped him maintain that discipline?
So for him, it really came down to having a strong why.
Okay.
And a very clear vision. He poses this question, am I more hungry to be Mr. Olympia?
Yeah.
Or am I more hungry to eat like everyone else?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Right. And so for him, it was always like that desire to win outweighed any cravings.
So it's always about like weighing the short-term desire versus the long-term goal.
Exactly.
Yeah. And he also talks about the importance of his training partners.
Yes.
In holding each other accountable.
Like, they would actually call each other out for, like, minor slip-ups. Like, if someone was eating bread with their hamburger patty.
Oh, no.
That's no
bread.
No bread.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like that level of support and accountability, I think, was really crucial.
So it really speaks to the importance of your environment.
Yeah.
Like surrounding yourself with people who are going to support you.
Yes.
And hold you accountable.
And have the same goals as you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Interestingly, he also mentions like having these occasional cheat meals.
Yeah.
Like before a competition.
Yes, as kind of like a celebration.
A celebration.
Yeah, like a week before the contest, he would eat an entire cherry pie with whipped cream.
What a celebration.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that even someone as disciplined as him still like allowed himself these moments of indulgence.
And I think it's important because it shows that it's not about deprivation.
Right.
It's about finding a sustainable approach.
Yeah.
That you can stick to in the long run.
So it's like planned deviation.
Planned deviation.
But then strict discipline during the core training period.
Exactly.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So we've talked about like the importance of having a strong why for diet.
Yes.
And having a supportive environment.
Yes.
But what about when it comes to the training itself?
Yeah.
Like, how do you cultivate that same drive and focus?
So Arnold emphasizes the importance of deadlines.
Okay.
So whether it's a competition date or a movie start date or even just a personal goal.
Okay.
Like wanting to be in shape for summer.
Yeah.
Having that deadline creates a sense of agency.
Right.
And without it, he says it's easy to just kind of drift around.
Yeah, it's like you need that destination.
They need a destiny.
Otherwise, you're just kind of wandering aimlessly.
Exactly.
Even if you have like the best vehicle in the world.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how fast your car is if you don't know where you're going.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I think that really ties into this idea of having a strong vision.
Yes.
And clearly defined goals.
Yeah. Yes. This is a huge theme.
Yeah, this seems to be like a recurring theme.
Throughout the whole video.
Throughout everything he talks about. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So what does he say about that?
So he basically says that having that vision, that goal that you can really see in your mind is absolutely essential for success.
Oh.
And his vision was to be like Reg Park and become the greatest bodybuilder of all time.
Yeah. And so he encourages everyone to define their own why.
Yes. Find your why.
Yeah.
And set those specific goals.
Yeah. Even using like visual aids.
Yes.
Like putting up pictures of people that inspire you.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Keep that vision in front of you at all times.
Keep it top of mind.
Yeah.
And he also talks about how he actually enjoyed the training.
Yeah.
Because he knew that every rep was bringing him closer to that vision.
Exactly.
So it wasn't like a chore for him.
No, it was like a purposeful step towards his goal.
So it's like transforming that training from something that feels like an obligation into something that's actually enjoyable
and rewarding.
Yeah, because it's tied to something bigger.
Exactly.
Yeah. And we also hear some really inspiring stories about him overcoming obstacles.
Yes.
And building confidence.
Yes.
So like the story about him having to lose weight for the movie Stay Hungry.
Oh, yeah.
I think is a great example of that.
Yeah, he had to drop from like 245 pounds down to 209.
In a short amount of time.
Yeah. And he talks about how he used visualization, increased his cardio, strict diet.
So it's like all these tools working together.
Yeah.
But it really highlights the power of that mental image.
Yeah.
Like believing that you can achieve something.
Believing it is half the battle.
Yeah. And he also emphasizes, again, the importance of his training partners.
Yes.
In pushing him through those tough times.
Yeah. They're always there for each other.
Yeah. It's not just about the physical support.
Right.
It's also about the mental and emotional support. And he also shares his own experience of like initially lacking confidence
Yeah.
when he first started lifting.
Yeah, when he was younger,
Yeah.
he was kind of unsure of himself.
And so how did he overcome that?
So he talks about how those small victories in the gym
Yeah.
gradually built up his confidence.
So it's like the snowball effect.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
those small wins
Yeah.
lead to bigger wins.
Yes, and more confidence.
And more confidence.
Yeah.
And he even tells this story about Reg Park,
Oh, yeah.
helping him overcome his fear of public speaking.
Yeah, he was terrified of public speaking.
Really?
Yeah, and Reg Park kind of encouraged him
Okay.
and gradually pushed him
To get more comfortable.
to get more comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's like these examples show that even these seemingly insurmountable obstacles
Right.
can be overcome
Yeah.
with the right mindset
Yes.
and effort
And support.
and support. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's address one final thing,
Okay.
which I think is a very common barrier in people.
Time management.
Time management.
Yeah. Everyone's busy.
Everyone's busy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's Arnold's take on that?
So his perspective is that we all have the same 24 hours in a day.
Right.
And he emphasizes getting enough sleep,
Okay.
but then maximizing your waking hours.
So it's about prioritizing?
It's about prioritizing.
Yeah.
And he really believes that you can balance work, family, hobbies, learning fitness.
He thinks it's possible.
He thinks it's possible.
Yeah.
And he uses himself as an example.
Right.
Like when he first came to America.
Yeah.
He was juggling school, a construction job, 5-hour workouts, acting classes.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
So it's like if you can do it,
Yeah.
anyone can do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And he makes this really good point about, like, you know, if presidents and the Pope
Yeah.
can find time to work out,
Then we can probably find time too.
and we can probably find time too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about making it a priority.
Exactly.
Okay, well, this has been a really fascinating deep dive
It has been.
into Arnold Schwarzenegger's blueprint to cut.
Yeah. A classic.
We've covered so much.
Yeah. A lot of information.
From the intensity of his training
Yeah.
to the importance of the mind-muscle connection,
Yeah, yeah.
posing, having a clear vision,
Yes.
goals,
Yes.
the role of training partners.
Super important.
Yeah, overcoming challenges
Yes.
through effort and visualization.
Visualization is key.
Yeah, and I think what's so powerful about all these principles
Yeah.
is that they really extend far beyond just bodybuilding.
Absolutely.
You know, that focus, that dedication, that work ethic.
Yeah.
Those are all things that can be applied to any area of life.
Any area of life
Yeah.
where you want to achieve something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So on that note,
Yeah.
here's a final question for you, listener, to think about.
Okay.
What is that ultimate state of physical fitness and well-being
Yeah.
that you envision for yourself?
Yeah. What do you really want?
Yeah, and what are those small, consistent actions that you can take today to start making that vision a reality?
Make it happen.
Make it happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive,
Thanks, everyone.
and we'll see you next time.
See ya.